It's going to be a hot summer. Water has to be sufficient to ensure our people will not be pressed with shortages. Water is a vital resource to relieve our thirst and keep us clean and healthy. DNR Secretary Ramon Pai said there is sufficient water, especially those living in Metro Manila. But every citizen must play his or her role in conservation. Joining us tonight is Mr. Rodolfo Javellana Jr., the founder and president of Water for All Refund movement, or WARM. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Cathy.
Sir, what is the advocacy and how long has the WARM been pushing for this advocacy?
We started when we're still an environmental group under Luntiang Pangarap Green Dream. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources granted us an 11 hectares in Ipo Dam for reforestation. So actually, Cathy, in one of our events, you were one of the participants. I think that was 5 years ago in one of the coastal cleanup under the DNR project. So after the President's inaugural speech during, I think that was July 2010, the President made a social contract with the people. He told us that kayo ang boss ko. Kayo ang boss ko. And another issue in relation with the water is the President also mentioned in the first State of the Nation address there was an anomaly in MWSS, or Metropolitan Water Works and Sewerage System. Because of these two major pronouncement by our beloved President, and there was an investigation conducted by the Congressional Oversight Committee by one of their members is Bagong Henerasyon, Congresswoman Bernadette Herrera D. They started to ask questions based on the speech of the President that there was bonuses, alarming bonuses made by the MWSS administration. So Water for All Refund movement, we made a research work, and we find out that there was environmental fee which is being collected by the two concessionaires, the Maynilad and Manila Water. So we find out that there was what we call a overcharging and overbilling in our water bill.
And these items written in our water bill that we get monthly, what are they supposedly for?
Well, our water bill is divided in many things. One is the basic water charges. In the basic water charges, all of the projects of these concessionaires, Maynilad and Manila Water, they include it in our basic water charges. Also included is the environmental charges and the earthquake contingency fund and other tariff that they're collecting to the water consumers every month. So let me explain how this water charges is being collected to us. We have what we call the rate rebasing scheme, or the return on rate based determination. Every 5 years, our government, or Maynila or MWSS, is getting a business plan from this Maynilad and Manila Water. Basing in this business plan, our regulators will going to study these proposals by Maynilad and Manila Water. But there's a big problem that we find out. Like, for example, in the 2008 rate rebasing, we find out that there was an advanced collection in relation to the 15 CMS water irrigation for Angat Dam, and there's an advanced collection for the Layban Dam project. We think it's 1 billion per annum, per year, you know. So based on our computation, it's almost 6 to 7 billion, including the year 2013.
So you're saying, sir, that we are losing money because of these additional charges that we are getting in our bills, but we're not really benefiting from it? right now?
Yes, because these are just proposal. Laiban is not yet in operation. The 15 CMS is not yet there. So why they are going to charge the water consumers in advance? So it is illegal, and it is under the concession agreement that all projects must be there first before they will be collected in our water bill. So with the Water for All refund movement is questioning this process of rate rebasing scheme, which is advanced collections.
So are we just talking about the two private groups, Maynilad and Manila Water, and not the other water districts in the different provinces?
Well, what we're just discussing right now is Metropolitan Waterworks and Sewerage System. Other water districts in other place in the province is not included under the MWSS charter.
Okay, sir, one of the private service providers of water is saying that part of this environmental charge is going to septic tank services or sewerage services. Do you think that this is being implemented?
You know, Cathy, there must be, under the concession agreement, all households, all water consumers must have a water pipe coming from MWSS Maynila going to your house. But there is no such thing as a water pipe or a sewerage pipe coming out from your water, from your house. Until now, since the start of the privatization, since 1997 up to now, there was no what we call sewerage pipe, which is being undertaken by these two concessionaires.
So you're saying that everything that goes from our households to our river systems are still gray water and not at all treated?
Yes, that's the main reason why Pasig River and Laguna Bay is so polluted.
All right, sir. So what kind of action do you expect from MWSS and these two service providers?
Well, they should follow the concession agreement strictly. And the mere purpose of the privatization is to harness private capital, not to harness water consumer capital. So what they're doing is they're collecting from the water consumers in advance, and the project is not yet implemented. It's just a dream.
All right, sir, a final word to our water service providers and also to our consumers, especially with the looming water crisis if indeed the drought continues.
Appealing to the water concessionaires, most especially to our MWSS regulators and MWSS corporate office, to follow exactly the concession agreement, and there should be no innovations in this implementation.
Thank you very much. That was Mr. Rodolfo Javellana Jr. from the Water for All Refund movement.
Thank you, Cathy.
Sir.
The Metro Manila Development Authority is giving its outdoor personal